Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Somebody asked for crazy Mr. K. No, 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 dude. Get in there. Go on. Oh yeah. Well, he was going to take a swim in the Clorox, but I averted that. Yes. Alright. This is, somebody asked me to do this, and I'm like a dummy going to give you a Mr. K video. It's like he's never been fed before in his entire life. And he bolts almost out of the cage into the bleach container that we use to clean tools and implements, which would have been quite unfortunate for Mr. K. Mr. K is a Kazakhanov's viper from Eastern Europe. Just like all the Vipera genus, they're rather small, usually dark colored because they have a very short breeding season, simply because they live in a very cold environment. Where's your tucker? There it is, here. You weirded out by the camera now, huh? Alright, well, that's Mr. K. Now, leave me alone. Don't be eyeballing me. Go ahead and eat your food. And there we have Mr. K. This will be some video, I can tell you. What we're going to do today is move the horned adders across the way to the new cage. Up. There's an uneaten morsel. I still can't decide whether these are male or female, but they're quite beautiful. I have two. I'll figure it out eventually. I don't really plan to breed them because usually the female will eat the male. I think we can safely remove the cover briefly. You know, using the Uplex, it just ensures that the animal is not going to eject itself when we go across the way. So let's go ahead and go across the way and put her or him in their cage. All right. We have the newly refurbished cages. This out, and now the horned adder will have plenty of space to roam about. She of course has a place to hide, and that's the hot spot over there. It's about 100 degrees under the hut. She has a piece of cork bark to hang out with if she desires. She's got plenty of room to explore.
There's her hut.
Yeah, I put the heat gun in there. It's like 95 or 100. So now we'll be able to see them, and they won't be in the tub anymore, and we'll be, hopefully, we can get them to Coral Lure and put on some nice displays for us, and we can appreciate them better in the cage. So we'll end here and we'll go move the other one, whatever sex it might be. Alright, I forgot the Uplex in the other room, so we'll try to just move this without any snake hockey taking place.
Any little mishaps?
Yep. That one looks to be much more robust than the other one. This one eats much more frequently. The other one may be the male, because it's very much so a picky eater. Now this is the same sort of layout. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's definitely female. Look at that tail. Look how short and stubby that tail is. There you go. There's some new spaces for you to explore. Now I put the substrate in a couple of days ago and allow it to acclimate and warm up so it's not cold out of the box. It'd be shocking for the animal to go from a nice warm bin to a cold pile of substrate. So we take that into consideration and make sure that it's temperature stable, and so there's no real big surprises for the poor little snake.
You just noticed you're being watched.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a defensive posture. Snakes don't like being seen, A, moving, and B, caught out in the open, or C, all the above.
Ah, she's shaking her head at me. It's like the rhino viper.
It seems to be a very common trait with the Bitis genus, which this horned adder is part of.
And the dwarf Bitis, which I just adore, the dwarf Bitis.
Yeah, the dwarf Bitis are really sort of special. They're very difficult to come by, very expensive, and not often imported or bred here in the United States.
Alright, we're not going to upset
Oh, a
you.
little huffy too.
Yeah, she's getting a little freaked out, so we won't bother her anymore.
Yep.
Well, this should be fun. We're going to change the water bowl to something deeper so they don't constantly fill it with substrate. The only problem is it's taken up residence.
Hi there. Would you like a little drink? Huh? Oh, you would? Okay, well, I'll give you a little drink, but then I'm going to throw you out of your dish and put a new dish in there so you can maybe not inhabit it. If you do, you're going to be really swimming. It's not like this shallow dish that you throw a bunch of substrate in. And this way we can leave a good quantity of water so you can get a drink when you want it. The shallow dishes evaporate, especially in the winter. They evaporate quite quickly. Doesn't take more than a day or so, especially if they throw substrate in there to soak it all up. But that's why we have these little squeeze bottles, because it's cute to watch them drink, and you know, they associate you with something nice, and not something not so nice like snake hockey. But there's no guarantee we're not going to play snake hockey when I kick him out of his bowl. Is that okay, huh? Is that okay? Is that tasty? Huh? Remember, these are lapids. Oh, we're gonna show our fangs, huh? He's got cute little fangs just like cobras do, and he has an lapid type venom. He wants a little bit more to drink, huh? Unfortunately, I've been really... he's been really resistant against switching to rodents. So he gets a frozen thawed house gecko once a week. So now it comes the time where you get evicted, dude. Oh, I like it when they self-evict. Go ahead. Come on. Thank you very much. Come on. Scoot your tail. Alright, so what we have, try to dig out a cavity over here and not piss them off at the same time. This way, that'll be on the deck. We'll be able to fill it with water. This way, if he goes and coils up in the bowl, he will be swimming for sure. All right, so that's the Angolan garter snake, Elapsoidea semiannulata. And these I actually do have a pair that are probably breedable, but I can't imagine how small the babies would be, because the eggs are just sort of like large Tic Tacs, you know, something like that.